Hey, what's up, y'all? Let's talk about the 5 best Fidelity funds for beginners. But first, you know what I'm gonna say. I need you to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I need you to go down and like this video below. We gotta keep feeding that YouTube algorithm. That thing is a beast on its own. But check it out, Fidelity. Fidelity is an awesome platform. It's my personal favorite. I'm not sponsored by them, but I use them on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis. It's become an everyday thing for me. Whether you want to open up your Roth IRA, an IRA, a SEP IRA, solo 401k, if your company has a sponsored plan through them for your 401k or your 403b, Fidelity is the way to go. The site is so user friendly. The app is user friendly. It's not outdated. It's not super complicated. They make it super easy for individuals that are new to investing. And let me say this before I get the video started. This video is not for my day traders, my advanced investors that have been investing for 30, 40 years. This video is for those that are new to investing, maybe a little intimidated about investing, maybe just want to dip their finger or dip their toe in the water a little bit just to kind of see what's out there. So if you're an advanced investor, I'll have more videos for you later on. Just hit that subscribe button. Another thing I love about Fidelity is there's no barrier to entry. If you have 5, 10, 15, $20, you can go ahead and get started on your investment journey. A lot of Fidelity's competitors make the barrier entry very intimidating. So some companies, you might need $1,000 to get started. You might need $3,000 to get started. And if you're just getting started with investing and it's like a foreign language, it's like algebra to me. Sometimes in high school, algebra was like a foreign concept. I'm like, how do I put these letters? How is X equals Z, Y equals? And if you see that the company is charging you $3,000 just to get started or to buy a fund or buy a stock or buy an ETF, you're going to be super intimidated. You're going to be discouraged and you're just going to be like, the hell with investing. I don't even want to be bothered with it. Where I'm going to find $3,000 from? No, Fidelity is friendly. It is for those that are just retail investors or people that, just want to get in, and it's for advanced people as well. And remember, when you're getting started with investing, you always got to pay yourself first. Forget the mortgage, forget the rent, forget the car note, forget the utility bill, forget the cell phone bill. Pay yourself first, whether that's $5, $10, $100, $1,000. Pay yourself first. Those bills are going to be there. They're not going to go anywhere. I'm not telling you not to pay your bills, but you need to pay yourself first. You work 2 weeks, you work 3 weeks, you work a whole month. You work so hard. You have to reward yourself. Instead of buying that bag, instead of buying those sneakers, instead of taking that vacation, pay yourself first. You work too hard. Ultimately, you're going to thank yourself in the future, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. You're not going to remember those sneakers you bought. You're not going to remember that bag you bought, but you're going to remember, hey, I put $30 each check. I put $50 each check, and it's just going to start compounding, accumulating. And you're going to thank yourself, and you're going to be like, man, I don't got to work as hard. And then maybe you can take some out and buy yourself that bag or buy yourself some sneakers that will reward yourself. But you got to start paying yourself first before you pay anybody. And before I get started, I cannot pronounce any of these names, so I'm just gonna spell out the ticker, spell out the symbol, and of course, I'll put some in the video so you guys can do your research on it. Number one, FXAIX. This fund is Fidelity's fund to track the S&P 500. The S&P 500 is the top 500 companies of America. So if you believe in American companies, if you believe in their future and believe that they're going to keep growing, your Apples, your Googles, your Microsofts, your Teslas, things of that nature. If you believe in those companies, you need to have FXAIX, aka the S&P 500, in one of your accounts, whether that's your brokerage account, whether that's your Roth account, your IRA account. Apple's having a good day, if Google's having a good day, your account's going to go up, your money's going to grow, it's going to keep compounding. So keep adding to it, keep believing in those companies, and don't panic if it goes down. Everything goes up, everything goes down. But those that wait, those that are patient, and those that hold, it's going to pay off in the long run, and you're going to be thanking yourself 10 years, 15 years from now. Trust me. So FXAIX, check it out. It has so many good companies in it, and this is going to keep getting better and better and better. So buy if you can now. Number two, FNILX. Compared to the FXAIX fund, There's a lot of fees that are associated with it. Not too many, of course. Don't be afraid like, oh, they're going to be penny pinching. They're going to take this. They're going to take that. There's not a lot of fees attached to it, but the FNILX, it's one of Fidelity's zero fee funds. There's no fees attached to it. So when you go to sell, the person that usually holds mutual funds, they take a percentage of it, or Fidelity takes a percentage of it. But just know it's zero fees attached to it. Number 3 is FZROX, FZROX. And that's personally one of my favorites because it takes the total market. So large cap, mid cap, small cap companies, it has in this fund. Of course, it has the top companies like the Googles, the Apples, the Microsofts, but it gives you a much broader diversification. So with the top 500 companies, that's it. But with the FZROX, you get to invest in thousands upon thousands upon thousands of companies. And remember, it's important when investing not to put all your eggs in one basket. You know, some single stocks are cool. Like some single stocks are really good. You know, you can find 1 or 2 really good companies to invest in. But with these funds, you're investing in thousands upon thousands upon thousands of companies. And that is going to help you because if 20 of those companies are doing bad, 100 could be doing good. So you're not going to lose as much money. And don't get me wrong, you're going to lose money investing. That's just what comes with the territory. Nothing's safe, nothing's guaranteed. You're going to lose money, but you're not going to be losing as much. Let's say that you invested in a company, in one particular company. You put $10,000 in one company. Let's say that company folds or goes bankrupt. God forbid, the worst thing happens, you're going to lose all your money. But when you're investing in these funds, there's so many other companies that are working hard, working hard, working hard. So the loss isn't going to be as great. So you only lose $800 of that $10,000. I'm just giving you hypothetical statements. I know it's going to be somebody in the comments saying, oh my God, no, you're going to lose $1,000. You're going to lose $2,000. I'm just using a general rough example of what can happen when you invest in a single stock and invest in a ETF, a mutual fund, index fund, things of that nature. So of course the reward is great, but the risk is less because you have more companies working hard for you. Number 4, FELX, FSELX. This is a really strong fund that everybody should be holding in their accounts. It's a semiconductor fund, and you know, with the future of gaming, the future of technology, the future of AI, semiconductors are going to be here to stay. It's only going to grow and get bigger and bigger and bigger. So you need to start cashing in, and you need to put some of that in your portfolio. It doesn't have to be all of your portfolio, but you should have a portion of it, because remember, with investing, we're not putting all our eggs in one basket. We're diversifying. We're giving ourselves options, because if one fund is doing bad, I want my other fund to be going up, 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 up. So remember, diversification, diversification, diversification. And in this particular semiconductor account, NVIDIA, that is the most popular semiconductor company right now, and they make up 25% of that fund. So there's hundreds of companies in that particular fund, but NVIDIA makes up 25% of it. So that just shows you how strong of a fund it is, and it just shows you how strong of a company NVIDIA is. In 10 years, this fund gives investors a 27% return on their money. In 1 year, people had a 52% return on their investments. So just imagine if you hold on to this company for 15, 20 years, because we're thinking the long game. We're thinking long term. We're thinking in the future. We're not living for today. We got to live for tomorrow. We're getting older. We have children. We have other responsibilities. So securing our financial future is super important. If you hold on to this company for 20, 25 years, constantly make your contributions, oh my goodness, instant millionaire right there. Instant millionaire from just saving your money, investing, and doing the right thing. Hold on to your funds, or if you're doing single stocks, hold on to your single stocks. The worst will come, the best will come. You just got to hold on to it and weather the storm. Think of it like a hurricane, or if a big storm comes, you know, a tornado comes, you tell you to go in the basement, bunker down until it passes by. That's the same thing with investing. There's going to be good days, there's going to be bad days. whoever you vote for, it doesn't matter who you vote for, economy is going to go up, economy is going to go down. It's all about sustaining yourself, staying still, holding it down, and letting the storm go by. And then once the storm goes by, that thing's going to skyrocket, and you're going to thank yourself for not selling. Number 5, FZILX. This is another one of Fidelity's zero fee funds, and it gives you international exposure. Remember, ladies, gentlemen, when we're investing, diversification is our best friend. Not putting all our eggs in one basket is our best friend. Diversification is going to help us get rich, help us beat the rat race, help us get financially secure, financially independent. That way we don't have to work our jobs the rest of our lives. We don't want to. It's going to give us options. So diversify your portfolio. Just like when you're interviewing for a job, you diversify your options. You don't just go for the first one that throws something at you. Hopefully you have 2 interviews, 3 interviews, 4 interviews. That way you get 3 or 4 offers. You're going to make the best offer that's best for your situation, best for your family situation, or whoever you got to take care of. This fund has all international companies. The biggest portion of this fund is a Taiwan, going back to the semiconductor, it's a Taiwan semiconductor account. It has ASML in it, and it also has some Samsung in the account. So it's just good. It doesn't have to be 25, 30, 40, 50% of your account. Just give 5, 10, 15%. Some people say 25, 25, 25, 25. I would say give yourself between 5 and 10%. That way, if the S&P 500 is down for this week or this month or for a couple months, who knows, election time's coming. Who knows what it's going to be like. Hopefully, your international fund can be doing some work in the background and provide you some gains, some momentum. So, but yeah, guys, remember, investing's fun. It can be very boring if you're just doing it the plain Jane way. Investing is not the lottery. It's not gambling. You're going to lose money, of course. You're going to lose money. I'm not saying that every minute, every hour, every single second, you're not going to always have gains. So you're going to lose some money, but just do it the right way. Of course, don't take my word for everything. Do your own research. Do what you're comfortable with, because investing for today is going to beat inflation for tomorrow. Remember, investing for today is going to beat inflation tomorrow. But yeah, guys, I prefer Fidelity. There's other brokerage accounts you could use. Vanguard, Charles Schwab, they're the other popular ones. I don't have nothing against them. I've just used Fidelity. It's worked for me. It's helped me learn investing. It's helped me grow my accounts, grew my wife's portfolio, grew my portfolio. So it's something I enjoy using, and I will recommend it. Hopefully they give me your boy a sponsorship. Hopefully the YouTube algorithm does its thing. That way your boy can get some sponsors with it. Because I have no problem sponsoring Fidelity. They're a great company, great brand. Even when I had questions, you can call somebody. There's people that you can talk to, and will coach you and give you advice. And they have financial advisors you could talk to. So just utilize the tool. Like I said, don't take everything I say to heart. Do what works best for you. Do your research. And hopefully we all can get rich. Hopefully we can all get financially free. And we'll see each other at the top. Better Living Financial, we out.